Hey everyone, welcome to Advanced PEMDAS. All right, we're going to go through 7 problems. They're going to get more difficult each time. I'm going to go step by step, and I'm going to do my best to relate these to the real world so you can kind of see like how they're applicable. Yeah, so you can see how they're applicable. Okay. Why order matters. You know, when you're using PEMDAS, you want to make sure that you're going in the correct order. And the major reason why you want to go in the correct order is so that you get the same answer as anybody else. So, you know, people around the world can solve these math problems and get the same outcome. So it's important to have like a system for this. And remember, PEMDAS will keep our work like consistent and grouped together. And, you know, once you kind of memorize PEMDAS and you understand how it works, these problems are just like a bunch of large problems and break it down into smaller steps. It's not as hard as it looks. PEMDAS, what does it mean? It's parentheses, which includes all like the grouping symbols. It's exponents. Then multiplication and division are together because we solve those left to right. Addition and subtraction are also together. Same thing. We solve those left to right. Build step by step and get into much more difficult problems. Stick with me though, because if you make it through the whole video and you get towards the end, you're gonna be like, wow, I'm really impressed at the type of problems I'm solving. We're gonna start off with this problem right here, 8 plus 3 times 4 minus 6. And as you can see, there's no grouping symbols yet, so like no parentheses or brackets. We'll start off with multiplication and then we'll move into addition and subtraction, okay? Let's get going. So in this expression, 8 plus 3 times 4 minus 6, we're going to start off with multiplication first. So we'll do 3 times 4 gets us 12. We'll bring down the 8 plus and the minus 6. And then we're going to do 8 plus 12. 8 plus 12 is 20. We'll bring down the minus 6. And then we have 20 minus 6 gets us 14. So how does this relate to the real world? Imagine you're like just playing a game and you have 8 points right now. Then you complete 3 more challenges and each challenge is worth 4 points. But then you lose 6 points on a penalty. So your score would be 8 plus 3 times 4 minus 6, right? Because you'd start off with 8 points, and then you're adding on 3 groups of 4 points. Then you got that penalty, so you'd be taking away 6 points, which your final score would be 14 points. So that's like one way of thinking about this. Here is a quick recap of the problem we just solved. All right, let's move on to the next one. In this one, we're going to have 8 plus 4 in parentheses, and we're going to square that, then divide by 6, and then we're going to add 5. So we're going to start this one off with, you know, doing the parentheses first, then we'll hit up the exponent, and then we'll make sure we do division before we do addition. All right, let's get started with it. Let's do 8 plus 4 first. That gets us 12. And then we're going to have 12 squared divided by 6 plus 5. We need to do the 12 squared first. 12 times 12 is 144. Bring that down. Divided by 6 plus 5. We have to do 144. Divided by 6. That gets us 24. Bring down the plus 5. 24 plus 5 is 29. Done. Let's look at the recap now on this one. As you can see, we did all of those steps. Parentheses, exponents, division, then addition. We went step by step. In this next one, we're going to have 48 divided by 4 times, in brackets, 3 plus 2 squared, and brackets minus 7. So we're going to work inside the brackets first, exponents before addition inside the brackets, and we'll do division and multiplication, left to right. So let's start off with the brackets. We need to do 2 squared inside the brackets first, because exponents come before the addition. So 2 squared is 4. We'll bring everything else down. We have 3 plus 4 inside the brackets, 48 divided by 4 on the outside, and we have the minus 7. Now we're going to do 3 plus 4 inside the brackets. 3 plus 4 is going to get us 7. Bring everything else down. So we'll have 48 divided by 4 times 7 minus 7. 48 divided by 4 is 12. Bring down the times 7, the minus 7, 12 times 7. 12 times 7 gets us 84. 84 minus 7 is 77, and we're done. Here's a quick recap of example number 3. 48 divided by 4 times, in brackets, 3 plus 2 squared minus 7. We did inside the brackets first, then we did left to right, we multiplied, and then we subtract for our final answer of 77. Let's jump right into example number 4. Fraction bar is grouping. So we're going to have in parentheses 18 minus 2 to the third, or 2 cubed, divided by, in parentheses, 5 minus 3 plus 4 squared. This one has a lot going on, but stick with me. You're going to be just fine. We'll get through it. in parentheses the 2 to the third, and we can also do in the other parentheses 5 minus 3. So we're going to bring down 18 minus 8 because 2 cubed is 8, 2 times 2 times 2, and then bring down the divided by. 5 minus 3 is 2, and we have plus 4 squared. Then next we're going to do 18 minus 8 first. 18 minus 8 gets us 10. Bring down the divided by 2 plus 4 squared. Then let's do the 4 squared. 4 squared gets us 16. Again, bring down the plus, the 2, the divided by, and the 10. 10 divided by 2 gets us 5. Bring down the plus, bring down the 16. 5 plus 16 is 21. 21, we're done. All right, here's the recap of example 4. We did the numerator exponent first, 2 to the third, that got us 8. Then we did 18 minus 8 was 10. Then we did 5 minus 3 equals 2. Then we did the fraction, 10 divided by 2 was 5. Our exponent, 4 squared, was 16. And then we put it all together. We did 5 plus 16 gets us 21. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, in example 5, we're going to have negative 3 squared plus, in parentheses, negative 3, close parentheses, squared, plus 2.5 times, in parentheses, 6 minus 4. We're going to start off by doing the negative 3 squared in parentheses first. And I want to show you what that means. We're also going to do the 6 minus 4 as well. But negative 3 squared, when it's in parentheses, means negative 3 times negative 3. And a negative times a negative is a positive. So that gets us positive 9. Bring everything else down, including that 6 minus 4. And we get negative 3 squared plus 9 plus 2.5 times 2. Now, let's tackle the negative 3 squared without the parentheses. That means you're going to do the 3 squared first, which is 3 times 3. Gets you 9, and then you're going to tack on that negative. So it's negative 9. Let's do negative 3 squared, which we just said was going to give us negative 9. Bring down the plus 9 and the plus 2.5 times 2. So the next thing we're going to do is 2.5 times 2, or 2.5 times 2, which if you double 2.5, you get 5. Bring down the plus 9, bring down the minus 9. Let's do minus 9 plus 9. That's a 0. They cancel each other out. 0 plus 5 is 5. That's it. We're done. Quick recap on this one. We talked about the differences between having a negative 3 squared without parentheses and a negative 3 squared inside parentheses. So remember, the negative 3 without the parentheses is going to get us 3 times 3, which is negative 9. And then the negative 3 inside the parentheses, then squared, is negative 3 times negative 3, which gets us positive 9. And then we did the rest of the steps, all step by step, to get 5 for a final answer. Let's jump right into the next one. In example 6, we're going to actually have absolute value, and we'll be doing square roots. So you can see those 2 lines on the sides of negative 14 plus 6. That means absolute value. We also have square root of 49, and we're also going to be inside the brackets. We have 12 divided by, and then parentheses inside those brackets, 5 minus 2. We're going to take this one step by step because, again, there is a lot happening, but you've got this, I promise. All right, absolute value means the distance away from 0. So we have to solve the negative 14 plus 6 that's inside that absolute value. Once we solve that, we're going to talk about the distance away from 0. Let's also solve the 5 minus 2 inside the parentheses, which is inside that brackets. All right, negative 14 plus 6 gets us negative 8 inside the absolute value. Then we're also going to solve the square root of 49, and then we'll also solve 12 divided by 3. We got the 3 from the 5 minus 2. The absolute value of negative 8, well, how many hops away is negative 8 from 0? It's 8. So the absolute value of negative 8 is 8. Square root of 49 is 7. 7 times 7 is 49. And 12 divided by 3 is 4. So bring everything else down. Then we're going to tackle 7 times 4. 7 times 4 is 28. We're left with 8 plus 28. 8 plus 28 gets us 36. All right, let's do a recap. Did the absolute value of negative 14 plus 6, which got us positive 8. We did the square root of 49, which is 7. We did 5 minus 2, which is 3. 12 divided by 3 was 4. 7 times 4 was 28. And then we did 8 plus 28, got us 36 for a final answer. Let's keep moving. Wait till you see this doozy of a problem. We're going to have variables in this one, so get ready. Here we go. This expression has 2 parts to it. We have the variables, x equals negative 2 and y equals 3. As you can see, I made the x yellow, so x equals negative 2, and there is 2 x's in this expression that we're going to have to replace that with a -2. And we're currently in this one, it's inside the absolute value of that. The y equals 3 is going to have to go wherever you see a y. And there's 2 of those in this one as well. Those are in green. But remember, it's in absolute value. We have to solve that first and then find the distance away from 0. Let's get started on that. At this point, feel free to pause the video and try this on your own if you like. If you're still with us though, I'm going to start rewriting this problem by putting in wherever I see an x, a -2, and wherever I see a y, a +3. Okay, let's get rewriting it. So I'm going to be just bringing everything down step by step. So as you can see, I'm just rewriting everything. I'm getting up to the x right here where I'm going to put a -2. And I'm adding that y, which is just +3, -4. It's all inside absolute value. I'm changing that division sign into that division sign. We got the square root of 25 -2 plus, not y, but +3 minus a -2. So remember, that's going to be a double sign there. Let's go jump right into -2 cubed. Then inside the absolute value, we'll do the -2 plus 3 minus 4. We'll also do the square root of 25 minus 2, and we'll also take on the 3 minus a -2, which -2 cubed gets us -8 because it's -2 times -2 times -2. Then you bring everything else down, and we're going to have the +3. In here, we're going to have -2 plus 3 minus 4 gets us -3 in the absolute value. The square root of 25 is 5 minus 2. We're going to add the 3 minus a -2 is 3 plus 2, which gets us 5 squared. Let's do 10 minus a -8. We're going to do the absolute value of -3. We'll do 5 minus 2, and we'll do 5 squared. Okay, 10 minus a -8 is 10 plus 8, so it gets us 18. And we have the +3 times a +3, because the absolute value of -3 is 3. 5 minus 2 is 3. And then 5 squared is 25. Let's keep moving. 3 times 3 is 9. So we have 18 plus 9. Let's bring down the division sign. We have 3 plus 25. 18 plus 9 is 27. Divided by 3 plus 25. 27 divided by 3 is 9. 9 plus 25 is 34. Done. We crushed that one. Here's the recap of that monster problem that we just did. Take a look. This is part 1 of it. That's how long it was. And here is part 2. So look through it all, make sure that you understand it. Lots of steps there, and go back and rewatch it if you need to. All right, reminders, advanced PEMDAS, right? Take a look. You're gonna remember absolute value, the square roots, the difference between -3 squared and in parentheses. All right, now I want you to try this challenge. Pause the video and give it a shot, okay? I'm about to show the answer, so pause quickly. All right, here it is. Hopefully you paused and you gave it a shot. The answer to that one was 15. Let me know in the comments if you figured it out. You just leveled up because you were able to do all of these problems. We made PEMDAS easy. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Don't forget to check out the links below, and we'll see you in the next video. Also, hang tight if you want to see a quick blooper of me. I had a good time with this video. So let's rewrite all of this. We have 10 minus a -2 to the third plus 3 in absolute oh my gosh, this thing is going so fast. This is not what I intended. It's going way too fast. I can't keep up with this. Wow. Okay. Let's back it up here. What happened? Look at all those numbers. Go, 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 go. 27, yeah. Great, 9 plus 25, 34. Wow, whoever did that was pretty smart. Okay, back it up.